Badi wala he katu demanding national anthem natale. Alhekatu. I don't know.
Are you so ready?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi sarah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahalul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Badul assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Medaniro kela dukare molu menu ka kumandiro ke dukare please ngal dani al kumandiro lu bula follow fonga programo lu bang al sina kumandiro ke because al kataran watch kanne but mbajila ko sabotage lami because al fon laftan ka diamo al fon laftan ka programo ke but nimbe programo la don al ka call ke mo jama ka moy al ka wol batandile so woto momo ni lafta programo la moy like programo la moy ninga call sol accept me number killer on the screen then what mal sina call ke ala baraka thank you very much ladies and gentlemen assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh kon dalta la nyamen drong nga fale nyamen lafta pour ka ke wala nyama natale kotenke pour kal kacandi badi Gambian kol bari jannim ben kacha datila on this program lafta pour ka mole kumandi me ya lon ko British solam aka Gambia na fa baki aka Gambia dema loptanol menu bebe Gambia ay dunota pour loptane anala grupo ka hospital bed sol ke loptanol beto. This guy is a great philanthropist me ya lon ko ay Gambia kanu. He is a great man me ya lon ko he is very well known both in the UK and outside the UK. What we would want you, the listeners, to do is to give him your ears. He will talk to the Gambian people. This man loves the Gambia. He has an organization, a charity organization called Aid to Gambia. And he's not a Gambian. He loves the Gambia even more than some of us. We will have him live here and we will ask him a few questions. He's a very busy man, but I try to drag him over here to at least speak to you, the audience that are listening. So thank you very much for your time, and we will have Mac on. Mac, you are welcome to Kibaro Radio.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, Mac. Can you briefly, not wasting your time, because I know you are busy with these fireworks and all that stuff, isn't it?
Yes, we've just packed up. It's been a long day. I was out fundraising and getting things prepared
for Gambia. For Gambia, no doubt, isn't it?
Yes,
I know.
So I'm just on my way home.
I know. I am not surprised that you're fundraising to send all these things to help the poor Gambian people. Mark, can you briefly tell our people who are you? Who is Mark?
Well, Mark is a retired policeman from Nottingham in the UK. I've been travelling to the Gambia as a tourist from 1992, so I've seen quite a bit of change. I first started shipping containers to the Gambia in 2007.
2007
with another charity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we set up Aid to Gambia myself in 2014, and we've been shipping containers and even driving ambulances from Nottingham out to the
Nottingham
Gambia.
to Banjul, yeah. So, Mark, concerning these things that you do help the Gambia with, can you briefly tell us the hospitals? Because I think now your most focus is on helping the hospitals. What are your constraints?
We do. I mean, we do not only hospitals, but we do school stuff as well. So it's
Schools,
tables and chairs. This year alone, so far we've shipped 210 hospital beds from the UK to the Gambia. And they've gone to places like Brikama Hospital, Soma, Buyam, up to Bansang. So they've gone to a variety of places. There's about 300 mattresses, proper hospital mattresses from the UK that have gone to hospitals and clinics. We've had 7 oxygen machines to help people with their breathing and provide oxygen in hospitals. And we've also been able to source and provide the hospitals with a substantial amount of PPE to help with the COVID and help to prevent infections within the hospital as well.
So when you say PPE, to the layman, it might be difficult for them to understand. Is that the personal protective equipment?
Personal protective equipment, so it can be masks, it can be gowns, it can be gloves, it can be sanitizer for the hands, so a wide range of things.
Okay. Concerning you mentioned Brikama, Bansang, Brikama, Soma, Farafenye, Bansang. Are these the only hospitals? Buyam. Are these the only hospitals that you are focusing on right now?
No, these are the main ones that we've helped so far, but we've also reached into the clinics surrounding them, Kiang and places like that as well.
I learned about the Bureng clinic under the is it the Kiang Quinella? Is it Quinella?
Yeah, and
exactly.
Farato, and places like that as well.
Thank you very much, Mark. Can you tell the Gambian people, because we have almost nearly 600 on Facebook and we have 1,000 on YouTube. Tell the Gambian people, what are your constraints? What difficulties do you have when you get this stuff to Banjul? Do you have any difficulty?
Our biggest problem is trying to get a duty waiver for the goods that we are donating. At the moment, we cannot, for the life of us, get duty waivers that are properly given, even with the help of current ministers, and even with the help of MPs, they cannot get as a duty waiver. We've had one this year with medical items, and it actually cost us more money to get a duty waiver than it would if our guy at Brusubi had gone straight down to the port and paid the second-hand duty. It's absolute madness.
Okay, in terms of duty waiver, I am aware of one that you actually had with the First Lady Foundation. What happened with that?
It didn't happen. The agreement that was in place was brokered by one of the MPs from the National Assembly, and the agreement was that the First Lady's Foundation, FAB, would distribute the hospital beds, and there were other items in there, A, to go to the charity shop, but B, for us to distribute as well, and they would be released to us. Some 3 weeks after the container arrived, and it's still accruing fees. They've done nothing about it. And when I contacted the lady at the foundation, she told me, no, you're not having anything out of it. We're going to keep it all.
We are going to have everything.
Yeah.
But that's ridiculous. Why would they want to keep everything and distribute it in their name? Why that? Can you be more elaborative?
Yeah. We know why it is. It's politics, and we don't want to get into a political game.
Definitely.
All we want the government or any government to do is to recognise we are a registered charity in the UK. We work hard to donate good quality equipment to the people of the Gambia to improve their lives. And why should those people that are raising money to ship the containers from the UK have to pay duty when we are doing a service to the Gambian people? It's wrong.
Definitely, Mark. Well, anyway, because I know you, I know the type of person you are. And Mark, you know very well, you can tell the audience, this is why I do not discuss politics with you, because I know you love the Gambia so much and you want to help the Gambia regardless of which political party or which dispensation the person belongs to. So for me, I do find it very, very hard. Why would these people, the government of the Gambia, not give you a free duty waiver? Rather, they would want to politicize it, that they would have everything that you send and they would be giving it to the Gambian people. Is that making your job very difficult, Mark?
It's making it very difficult. I mean, so far this year alone, we have shipped 13 40-foot containers. And for every container, we are paying in the region of between 110 and 115,000 dollars to get that container from the port and then start the distribution.
And you pay that money yourself, yet you would distribute these hospital beds to our hospitals free of charge. Is that right?
Yeah, it has to be paid. Yeah, has to be paid.
I hope our audience are listening to this. This is very sad, and this is very, 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 because we, Mark, you know, you remember the last time I was sending you a picture, was it Janet or yourself, where our ladies were lying down in our hospitals on empty beds and empty floors, and they do share patients. Patients do share a bed. This is very sad for us, but you are the guys that are helping us. Of course, we would want you to know what is happening in our country. But anyway, what is your last word? Because
remember, 2 years ago, just before COVID hit, we drove 4 ambulances from Nottingham to the Gambia.
I heard about
a 3,000-mile trip that took us 10 days. We had a phone call from Bansang Hospital while we were in the Gambia sorting the vehicles out before they were donated from Bansang. And the lady from Bansang had got a problem. She got a very young baby that was critically ill and 2 adults that were critically ill from an accident the night before. They got 1 ambulance, and it was a 7-hour return journey from Bansang Hospital down to Royal Victoria at Banjul and back. So we mobilised 2 of our ambulances and travelled up to Bansang. Now, fortunately, they got the baby down. The adults they picked up before we got there, so they were safe. They stayed. We stopped overnight in Bansang in case there were any problems, and we had a look round the following morning and met some of the officials. And by the time we got back to leaving, knowing that the ambulance was on its way back, or well on its way back, they put 5 critically ill patients in 2 of our ambulances. Gosh. And we had to race them down to Royal Victoria in Banjul with blue lights and sirens all the way through.
And you were able to save those lives as well?
We saved those lives, and not only did we save those lives, we donated an ambulance to Bansang.
To Bansang Hospital.
We doubled the ambulance service to Bansang Hospital.
Mark, thank you very much. You want to make me cry. This is my country you are talking about, and it is my people that you are giving such assistance to. I believe you deserve our national highest medal and honor from our government. And we would keep pushing. We would definitely keep pushing. And that the Gambian people would know the truth. The Gambian people would be able to make informed decisions as to how to help themselves. Because, Mark, I wouldn't want to drag you into so much of our politics, but we have a lot of our women dying out of child labor. And it's very, very shameful when those things could be prevented. But anyway, I would want you to have your last words, and I will let you go.
You know, I don't want to get into Gambian politics.
I know.
People need to wake up. We are in the 21st century, and people shouldn't be dying at childbirth over simple matters. You know, people need to be educated. Women need to go to the clinics and the hospitals early in pregnancy and follow up. They need, when they think they are ready to give birth, to go to the hospitals and clinics early. You know, we need to keep those places clean. The government needs to provide enough equipment for that to be done. And where they can't manage that on their own, because the Gambia is a poor country, where there are charities that are helping and providing that equipment, they need the government help. The government and the ministers must step up and do their duty to help to protect the people.
So that means you pay the shipping agencies, you pay the line agencies, but all that is your problem is the duty waivers that always keep your stuff from
Absolutely. If our bill was reduced from 110,000 to say 70,000, we would save 40,000 dollars per container. That money could be put to use to improve schools and clinics in the Gambia.
Yeah, I know you help a lot of schools. I'm very much aware of whatever you do, but the reason why I'm asking you these things, Mark, is for our listeners to understand the kind of work, the tedious work that you do, the fundraising that you do. In fact, before I spoke to you, I was hearing some fireworks behind you, and I know you must have been fundraising to be able to raise money to send these containers to Gambia and get help for our Gambian people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the moment, we are paying over £2,500 to get a container from Nottingham, UK to the port at Banjul. £2,500. Now, the last container that left Nottingham had 33 or 34 hospital beds on it, plus a load of other equipment. When that gets there in the next 4 or 5 weeks,
all would be going to our hospitals.
We'll still have to pay $110,000 or thereabouts before we give that equipment away to hospitals and clinics to improve the lives and try and help people. It's madness.
It's total madness. I agree with you. Okay, Mark, we will not keep you on for long. We thank you very much for taking your time. What is your last word to the Gambians?
Well, you know, I'm not going to get involved in Gambian politics. I will be back in the country in January. People need to wake up to what's going on around them. But most of all, you know, the clinics are basic. It isn't easy, but please come together, help maintain them, help clean them. You know, we need you as communities to do your bit. There is nothing worse than trying to help to improve either a school, a clinic, or a hospital and watch people sit down and do nothing. Rise up, clean these places. You can make a difference, even if your government isn't trying to help you.
Thank you very much, Mark. You are a star. You are my wonderful star. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Badiolu, yes, we are here. Alkanyim moy nye Gambia kanu bakele. Ay ku jama baleke Gambia and atele kam makoy hospital larangol to nga fali en birimbe do ko la Gambian embassy na hospital lu we problem ol soto wato men nga le contact about 2 different charity organizations. And we ambulance ol menu ki Gambia siata, ye borol menu ki Gambia asiata, ye larawol menu ki Gambia asiata. In fact, sa ye même plan wolemu, no hospital should be without hospital bed. Laraw lopitan be Gambia, even clinic, il after be furnished with bed. And we can be for free. But in Gambia, can you imagine? Ñunu be ñimmen beke kan na bankoy itata fatuba Barrow Foundation pour ini ye makoy. You know what fatuba Barrow Foundation did? E ko ha nin tol bal makoy la juti we voto albe fon fen sambala nal ba pe di lan tolella ndol kara distribute wol ko no ndol man la fi kawoke ndol lafta Gambia le makoy la andon atolle mu banko nyaton ko atolle nyantan de mal iman so Imam, can you imagine that? I'll take it. Along ale si hekatu domani. So yajen biru waketa itol nata mo manyale ke as a result mo jama bije menu yalon ko ka donation ke in fact ning musu new dobe diamo la ofana mo the same charitable organization at menu kam ma koy hospital beds karambolu ning karambolu menu man sirawol soto ning akibaro moy we contact them yem mako ye sirawol dadan fankenye ye ki karambolu. You know, one of the hospitals, nte hospital on yin tofola. Biri leta safe ka fo eko. Ngani nya menka nya kono natali. Kanya doku masu menga kiale. Ali masu nyimbe lare na albuka use masu nyin tata fo. Abeketa kankamoti. You know, we jabi men na wole munyin to control. We don't care. This government is shit. You don't do that. You don't do that. Ibuka woke. Mbe live program lela de my brother. And if I want to know Ben Yara for Ben Kolka. So Silandum, Gambia no tenye problem. If I want to look at na bepare, I can call. And we yalong konyen call ebe program on you stop lal. I don't understand that. And don't have mulene, let nobody call now. Dukare please. I'll be able to later on, I'll see call ke. But as I left a men a drone, wala minyin to konga dum political kono. Na political la kachake. Byron told me politician only. Left a Gambia no le me kukilina understand. President Barrow yala asset sold declare. But Amala asset sold be declare. So this that ma understand why President Barrow Mala asset sold be declare, yet IEC accept. President Barrow ala bank account member is 200 million. What about a bank account? Ala asset sold I menu declare so far. Nga menu lombo cordalo I menu foka I menu soto. I will sang amount all menu la I menu dalfo. But there is only one thing that President Barrow fails to tell the Gambian people. President Barrow has got 2 assets in Senegal, that Tengamello. But he didn't declare that. And yet IEC, being IEC, President Barrow accept. But they refuse to accept other candidates. And I demand the IEC spokesperson Nyantanalale, you explain more. How comes that was possible? Why did the IEC decided to accept President Barrow with all the flaws, but they failed to accept other candidates? I think that was not fair. And much more, President Barrow IEC in system moment dundi nyina vetting candidates. They were not doing that before. Why? Though the law was there, but in Nanama Tamandi, throughout the Ajamela Margo Mumo Bekono, IEC didn't do that. Why did they do it this time? I think there was a game play here. Because majority of these Mbojo Porchi candidates, Alkanyun Men Beje, 90% of them, President Barrow based sponsor Purielo. And I want anybody within the NPP to come and challenge me. Ale momo ja ko kata join President Barrow la atelier sponsor. For mo danda wolu ye President Barrow endorse le, but wolu President Barrow mo sponsor. I know that. But in don me alke be moy ka murta President Barrow ga President Barrow le be sponsor. Billahi wallahi tallahi. Afu Barrow fane ko na ben na kuma kan sosola. Afane afu billahi wallahi tallahi. And no man may understand, one of the candidates, unfortunately, President Barrow, one of the candidates, ako one of the candidates, bira akumani pura na ekachante candidate on yintofala, akaye ko ha yalong modol batela kampo ko na te Barrow la kampo ko no mal la fatela. ala fo president Barrow ba mo masle kadiam ako wo candidate o demande mbato fankol ako candidate ne modol ben na kafo ko non te faalo no man la fintela ako modol be UDP wol laftate Barrow lale bar Ousainou Darboe ko la tinna wol ma support ndama la wol mu jumal lale president Barrow nyanta to fo kelala because United Democratic Party momo mu UDP dingoti is so committed to UDP malam fo president Barrow nyin lonne ba ndolla UDP mbojo bojo le tataya billahi wallahi tallahi modol ben tolla kafo kono UDP before janin 2016 menu tata join Barrow ntenga mo fula da malelo men yalon ko dewe UDP before itata join Europe ma wotolonde bari indi Gambia mo astaghfirullah mo saba ngamen lo because Dusano UDP lam. That is true. Lamin Sise UDP lam. That is true. Bai Sankare UDP lam. That is true. Me 1996 UDP la de. Man 2000 UDP for because dol dunta 2000, dol dunta 2008, dol dunta 2006, dol dunta 2007, dol dunta 2016. So we'll be so totally within the UDP. UDP be develop kanne mulka dunna. Musolla Karola, Maimuna Sise Dabo, Fatimata Jawara. They were real UDP, yes. I agree. But still, Jumala be within UDP, Baroba for a menu alonko woliate likely. Not until Ousainou Darboe Timul. As long as a farmer Ousainou Darboe and Tolkotole Mat, but not take it until Falan Tolma like. Maybe menu be jaka menu fontama wollo, but ninya atra ko UDP dimolem, UDP le katame yellow kono. It ain't tol fa disrespect lan tol nge like President Barrow. Mala be Jumala la de. Bari ngalo ne man tarante Obama masla nte biringi dume ye Ousainou Darboe jabo that I don't like you anymore. Ndebe mem fon ko to wala mo kila Sadio Mbalo busila. Lafta won. Lafta Sadio Mbalo ya fanya ko nte fata Barrow la ay nyi ko dinan kam la jonko. Hanim be bank le tela. Mina mba da fuduna flo jola. Ay ngi wafati kinda nga wafati kindebul nga kissing state house bundato nga bambun koro nga bamburo la counto nay tama for Denton Bridge. Because Sadio mo kende palette. That's what I want. Until after one. But I understand, ilani divide and rule. Ka kuma kensa mo fomoli. Kalo ka fomoli ko ha nkombe kare kila palaso to Ousainou Darboe mansong. Yalo yo dati journal. But ila fo nyim presidential aspirant ko modol be UDP wala ftantelale. Wo mutale ngolati. Astaghfirullah. But ntema wo moje, ntema because man la fika faniafo. Mol jamane kala moy. Bari ntema woje ma fati jede bari ntemaje andu lafta gambe dule mem understand wala mu nyinti ko momo be UDP ike fanka koy lafta Adama Barrow la nafi ko la muyti ntele ngafa ma foy Adama Barrow ma foy ya konka hate but politically you cannot be in the UDP yet Adama Barrow fasa what keno ite o keno la ibuni ni o ke do mo nafi ko la because ndolla nyim bojo prochol menu yal ko boda UDP tata wol kan nenne saying they insult us do ma fon tol ngeneng no bare alinga Adama Barrow yitandila who is Adama Barrow ngasa fenna Facebook lente ndeba mama sunko Adama Barrow ama wulu man kamankunda ngaje modol kan neng but ya lonte ko nako nenduro alkal fane batan you can insult me bring this guy down ndenga mem fo Adama Barrow kam ma billahi wallahi tallahi man fani yalala nte anda ma wulu man kamankunda nan laftalo na wuluta da muna nal man yininka al nan ma wurjay be fani yala Adama Barrow wuluta man kamankunda le ni konte wuluta jara Barrow kunda maybe you might lie you don't even know afombota woleto fine afombota jele yes mbota woleto but asikeno wuluta loptano asikeno wuluta muskeba do la bunkono bureng asikeno wuluta sutukunne you don't even know so akamanda ni monata sama me yente wulu mbota wuluta da me jela ko bamba ma wulu Barrow kunda ite wulu podidron ya bane al portu paracho al mam fellong ni mol ya fale al kafal be wurlal be mol al tita Adama nyinin kala bama mas koy ma wulu man kama kunda wulu taminto he will tell you ko bama mas malo njumala kana kumo fay wara mari ben family le kono wara mari sutiata na bakile because bama mas never lied against me. I fell from Ford wala mutonyati. Gambian call. President Adama Barrow Mala asset sol be declare to the IEC. And yet IEC ya accept. President Adama Barrow lafta alon na IEC. Yalon biri molta daje IEC 5 minutes da maladi mola purieta through all those papers. Alfonso, can you imagine that? How is that possible? Out of 23 or 24 candidates, if it will be a document in 5 minutes. Alfonso Yalonko IEC was playing judge there. Iman tili water. I jenketala ko montaiga. Because how comes IEC bita would lato? Iba fola moneko 5 minutes da manga wala diala aleta through all those papers. Possible no nyadi. Where is the transparency? Where is IEC ready to tell the Gambian people, look, money bela asset sold declare, ye nyini declare. They will not do it. So the public that is supposed to vote, public men nyanta karto file. Nalima for public ko. Nyini bekela o public be olo no la nyadi latol IEC ko. Ali Sabari. Much more. There is a little problem going on. Mojama ya kumo kinya na mbimma moino. Ale along. Menketa Abdoulaye Jammeti. NUP. NUP la kola. Aning UDP la kola. These two colors, I don't know whether people would see it. Yeah, I think it's clearer now. The NUP color and the UDP la color, is yes. Let me say clear, yeah. So well, Ntemam Ablai Jame blame wala, I blame the IEC. And the UDP executive needs to take this up with the IEC. In the IEC nyanta nying kachalale, because nyimbe keba jama confusing the yellow orange nemuno na mota ka yellow le yellow orange and red orange and yellow ning orange from buke bonne no nyoro because orange hani mano na mota ka yellow. So obviously IEC nyanta o kuma ka jube la bakele because ngam men korosino during ya jamela wato biri PPP bannu Amad Banata Dorong I PPP la cola leta. And the PPP la cola is blue. Mobile wolong. But Amad Ba took blue and IEC gave it to him. And the Yalonko, blue has always been PPP la cola can bring pre-independence. Jani independent from Besila. Blue keta PPP la cola. So Munantina, it almost to PPP blue. Why? Why didn't they leave that with the PPP al Hekato? Munantinde mo to PPP bulu bari yo di Amad Bala patiola isa jenim PPP nata wol sita kola do nyini bari ma NCP la kola di mola. So that was IEC, because IEC was controlled then. That was a political move yemenke. This time around we all know ko yellow womu UDP la kola let mo bela wala atina yellow banda orange banda because orange ni yellow suti ada nyola. So sila nim party do nata na finti me alon control ni wala badi ya jab suti ada nyola bakele. Al nata na orange di wala. Al ka diamole sa. IEC. Al ka diamole nati. Al kana confusion nati Gambia. Al confusion bula. Al kana mul fay nyokang. Al kana banko du nyoto. Al kana Gambia du damal sendi nyola modol be kumo dobe falay manyan na ka memfo. Memem for la UDP dingoli mo kana Abdoulaye Jammeh did nothing. Amamba kalama fam. In fact Abdoulaye Jammeh nyim parti lotale ate man taraje ya sambada ne kay na lead. And that is what happened. Many parti nyin lo nte I spoke ni mo jamala diamata o mol kono. Ngoy ko na mol be kumbola de e kon na kola na la kola mulundale. But nata na men confirm wala mi nyindi ko IEC ituleka Colasol accept. Why did IEC, knowing that UDP is yellow, yenying accept? Why? bobe confusion ole natila so ndesi même fono Ablay Jammeh bayra atela parti mo parti kutolati please alena nyin audio nyin kuntu aliya sambaliya di Ablay Jammeh la dukare ay kola do nyini ba kola le siatale because abita confusion ole natila naman kola nyini ala boxo lota ndolla boxo lota ndolu ba fala moli nen Ablay te ko killing because not a ko killing anala parti yolam ninna parti yolam so nala kola ninna kola mulunta sain dolsi mune keno bara tella parti lota sain look ay kola do nyini nasi wo keno that would be very very good okay mbenyin damala fala concerning Abdoulaye nim bototo badi ngamben ko mina men kachala wala mo Marisok bimbe mela kachala bakele.
Good evening. Good evening, my fellow Gambians, Gambians at home, Gambians abroad, friends of the Gambia. I have sad news to share with you today. As you know, I have dual citizenship, Gambian and American. To be a candidate for the presidency of the Gambia, a candidate is quite rightly
Alehekatu. I just wanted to do this. Left up Good
evening. Good evening, my fellow Gambians, Gambians at home, Gambians abroad, friends of the Gambia. I have sad news to share with you today. As you know, I have dual citizenship, Gambian and American. To be a candidate for the presidency of the Gambia, a candidate is quite rightly required under the Gambian law to be a Gambian citizen exclusively. To meet this requirement, I contacted the American Embassy in the Gambia last year and again this year on several occasions for the purpose of renouncing my American citizenship. I appealed to a senior U.S. Embassy official with the authority to accept my renunciation to begin the process. However, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. Embassy was not conducting any services except on emergency cases. Recently, I contacted the embassy again as I felt my situation qualified as an emergency case. But I was told that because the building was undergoing renovations, they couldn't grant my request. They did not consider the matter a priority. I have been asking for further updates without any resolution. I have not been able to arrange a meeting. For some reason, the officials at the embassy were not available to grant me a meeting. Regrettably, on the 5th of November 2021 was the deadline by which all candidates need to have produced their documentation to the IEC. Legally, until renunciation is done or completed, I do not meet the requirement to continue my presidential campaign. I understand the deadline cannot be extended since there has been no exceptional circumstances under which an extension can be granted. Disappointingly, this challenge has effectively stopped me from completing my registration as a candidate, and I must consequently suspend my campaign effective immediately. I wish to thank each one of you for giving me this great opportunity, starting with the elders that strive every day to give the youths hope, the nursing mothers, the women in the farms tilling the soil with their fingers to feed our hungry society, the parents with no job, and the youths still struggling to have their voices heard in a society that often silences their voices.
Okay, badingolo niaje nganying samananga play Honorable Marisok ay kuma kende balle fo Many along they are very, very, very useful. Diata tulo ya moi, tulo ya moi ase sewo ase kontani. Lafta me and la Gambia di la wala mo into control to karani we got to be very, very careful. Because we should always say what we practice. Marisoye mem foteng follow ngamo ile kaya la campaign suspend anda manta kafula moma for now. Ngawo moyle ngalon ne koy ba normale imang bula membe be kerin tol bota kalamale Sisla Jadama, you said you sent me something on WhatsApp what maje follow. So Malong, whether you sent which of my WhatsApps you sent it to. So ntolisi mem fono wolemu marisoke kuma kama mem foteng akumayata bakele pour Gambia di be ala moy andum bele nyantan hakilo tula bari badin Gambian kol ku killing woyen jahali baki nka mol men je men ya lonko iko itolu Barrow e banko betinyale like Tamsir Jase nyol binga wolel je iko kata Barrow endorse ako nyi ko watal Tamsir Jase atele lota ako Gambian kol manyan na bulala Barrow no ma we need changes bare ale sinyi mol korosi baki Gambian kol al sim mol korosi baki moment time surprise a bit wala mu Sektijan Hydra because Sektijan Hydra I meant for wala mu nyinta ko God forbid to have another president like Adama Barrow. Sektijan Hydra I wolef binga jele mol ba shakam and when surprise bakele Sheikh is my brother ma understand no how come Sheikh was convinced to join Adama Barrow. Mo understand no. I might be wrong, but I know very well because he is from the best family, not a good family only, the best. Among the best families, Sektijan Botawal. And this is somebody that I respect so much. This is somebody that I have high regards for. So Nin Sektijan Nata Iko Ganu endorses President Barrow. Biringa Ninjet wrong, I couldn't believe this. Ganu endorses President Barrow. But before that, nganyine follow je yaji. God forbid to have another president like Barrow. So nyim ku follow abe Sektijan la abe. I don't understand this. Ndebuka nyin don't understand political kono. Yaji walantina maybe I'm a very bad politician. Because ndeman fakeness long political kono. Nyinantinna mang Adama support no nga Usenu support at the same time. I couldn't do it. I am a very straightforward person. And don't kodo bukante sam. And don't tema mira Gambia dingo nyanta bulala Barrow noma because the guy has got money. Barrow is from Mankamankunda. Bamba is from Barokunda. Ntolbe man fensotono. How comes all of a sudden Barrow became a multi-billionaire? Do you want to tell me because Akarenso le collect ake mola kodol kila account, and that's what made him a multi-billionaire? Because Adama Mantara business kote na naman ke woti. Ayo billion men al kefo. Adama Barrow also nyadi. Come on for crying out loud, Gambia. Kulja al haq, wajaka al bathil. Inna al bathil kana jahuka. Fania bukata. It doesn't go anywhere. It will not work. This is why na brother Sektijan I am malundi momsa I am parandi. But ngalo neko momo bota sirf keba Hyderabad. That great man. Sektijan nte hanika binte sa moleko aman join President Barrow. Nte believe lala. Maybe nying ila bano nying aya Hitler. So birani boro findi na drong ay Barrow la mo le jad so ay fay waka foko because tikaji nyoboro fo aka sotole nyoboro boybe boyto ni ake mola aka filala mol mala ke fay bla dol because mala vika diamo sen jay nane na koto ke do boy kata nyati le nyandaw la ka fo al kana wori menjola So I think that could have happened because Sheikh Tijan does not belong there. That corrupt group, Sheikh Tijan doesn't belong there. So why he joined them, I don't know. Walantina ala national mobilizer, Yusuf Abite, abalanta pour kabula noma. And much more for a men follow about senula fonko dada, many about senula life history ning video dada. Malo muna nalma ning video keje.
Usenu studied here and performed spectacularly in the University of Ottawa Law School and was offered job in the 80s that will allow him to even get citizenship in this country. But he denied it and went to one of Africa's poorest country, denying every opportunity that he could have had for himself and his family. Of course, he is not Nelson Mandela, for Mandela stayed here. Usenu is never Nelson Mandela, because once the late Single Nyasi died, Usenu Numukunda Dabo was in the United States at the time. And he was told when he returned home, he'll be arrested at the airport and be killed because something terrible he did with his party. When Amadou Sane, current Minister of Finance, was arrested and brutally tortured before the entire world, people advised Hussein when he was in the United States not to return home. Hussein refused and said it on the entire media platform in the diaspora that he was returning home and he is going to face whatever he wills, but Amadou Sane must be released. Of course he was
left side the world. But in Gambian Kuliano, da ala wala na ala ko yomal kiyama ba soronnale kacap. Atele ka nem fatola ka be yele mandi bar sondo mo wobu ka tonya mabono. Amadou jite mem fo jang a be tonya. Usenu dabo be America le biru wo bebe kela. Mol kay ko kana say ni tate be areslale. Ko mol menu kante support Gambia. Yowol muta atul konte nga si America jang. Atul mala fintela. He went. Atata. Nyin keba mu keba le keba me yalon ko ni ala tariko beita be fonola. Walantin na birin nyin jita wulo ni mo dol be wulita e ko ka Usenu Dabo to ko yanko ko altanola alma barako soto. Altanola a barako talale fereng. Alba barakan kantaya la ali barakantaya fali barakantaya karate altanyin Usenu Numukunda Dabo tinyano. Because alba fala meni alsa fo doy fam wo fam mala kliyanol adam malamu Gambia dingote Gambia be deputy a presidential candidate sol menu belota Usenu Dabo is the only candidate Gambia dun wulita ye men walingi kay ko lafte tambi nyato adam ma pet. No one can take that from him. Adam ma pet. No one can take that from him. Wallahi, Alaji Usenu mu forolati. Alaji Usenu biril lumen akoy konsontale. Up to B, we are talking. Ananame jamfa. Badin Gambian kol. Alinga si. Alinga si nga tonya fo nyoe nga itandi nyola ko. Tonya. Molu menu ka Alaji Usenu Dabo fo. Ko Alaji Usenu Dabo teng wolu ka kajafile bari buka kuma fo Alaji Usenu Dabo ma memu tonyati hani buka kuma fo Alaji Usenu Dabo ma memu tonyati
ni ba fola fondin kyole ni bala tamandi ci bring ni ko le son wulte janni ko le son tema bring UDP Adama Barrow londi inay bankabe lola sembolin fenga be babu
alila moy
banko din kilima hani ke lo ke finti banko kan ka foko ni yaabe banko nyinendal Usen le aniola alota yalo nimbe kumo fa alinga tonya fo nyoy
wallahi
kana nyo kedo birin tumo men nabe kole yaring mo man hani jang akaranda man hani akarambal man hani lo ya dabon na asi fonyo nole ala fen be babulu aman kori aman bata barayo be jibe ako hani ngal lola be banko nyinen ani yaay banko nyinen 1996 kole ya bakono ani sembo membe yaaya buru wotu mola ame fonyo analo ta fosi nya joli sinya nani bara muka buru koma aman pasi aman sila asifano jele asika ku siksaso no jele ninta da fo alala kero nata adama baro sita nyami nimba sata la molie wala mu nyinti atara nga ko fita nga firo ke tiyo falinta nga so nga susu nga busa mbita wafila nga wafida me nga diata
wallahi alaji sadio alma aman satallay jannatul firdaus dila alaji sadio baro e kumo banne freng nimbe to nya fola akamuntale nga tiyo nga kunko fita nga tiyo fi nga so nga busa nga pasware nga ko beke nga ke boto kono birin tata wafi baskiloto nga sika nga di adama baro wallahi nyina mo toñati alhaji sadio baro yaji walantina birin ilafta filindi la domanding alfa karagala nala molu bayrabe do kole kotole ilafta filindi la domanding nte I have always been supportive of alhaji sadio baro always alama alaya so jannatul firdaus kilanen kilara mor hormot Gambia adiyate maye akuyata maye nimbe tonya fasala alhaji usainu numukunda dabo I mean sacrifice Gambia. None of these candidates member Loren B sacrificed it. None of them. And that is the truth. Bari komu alinga mfansun kafolo alkal konte bamba masi ne ko niman kafu mabamba we will destroy you. Ngai ning alama menti nyay ko tinyano. Ning atara atolia plan ko we will come in full force to destroy Usainu Dabo. Momo man somma they will destroy land on the way. Ning alama menti nya abuka tinyano. And this is the belief I have. And that's the belief I already always have. Because ntabe sirin Gambia. Nta bulu mamman si mamma. Hani kamilian menka saba. Ako kole yambulu. Jankani njufulo fo mboka la fila so soto nola. Barbiring ala parita. Molle bota tubabu du. Inata Gambia. Ala koy ko altar na jombe je kaf me bamba mase altalia bonni na jalia sama na tubabu. They don't know me from nowhere. Inata yen pick. Yen sama na Angleterre. Yen sambe yen dundi la bunko no chuk. Ni man den de la sakutawra. Ikonye ko sama mbe sambala university. Eta karama. They paid my university 4 years. Bututo mambo mfama bulu, bututo mambo mobulu. Oto adama du nyanta dankene ala. Nte walanti nante boka sang. I'm too expensive. In fact, I'm unsolable. Mo bokanta sang. Nte man dasol. Wole ente la takwa nyi mbambandi. Aina dankene anyi warandi. Hadama du nyanta dankene ala. Wala na birintata Gambian embassy. Ma worry. With all the threats hanging on my head, I don't care. I don't care. I'm amulu nyako to fenda because ntabe janne. Manta Gambia do ko nyino. Mbe janne yon commande do ko din. To later. I go back to my house. It's as simple as that. You need to have takwa in you. Hadama du don't understand. NPP mo wise. Iman nyame. And this is why Walantine Damal baby nyola 24 hours. Damal benyola. President Barrow ikaye pick up kutole di. But President Barrow would do that because mem understand mem wolemu motol menu be nata NPP toyala. Ni motol menu be alke beje. President Barrow ko moto jelle bata bulu I mean declare That's not true because Motol Ben Beda, Ibela bill of lading is in Adama Barrow's name. NPP Moto Bay, a baby Adama Barrow Toyal. Munana ma declare with the IEC. IEC, but Jenket IEC for Mulako. They are putting themselves in, they are putting their integrity into question. Because Adama Barrow Motol menu benata 2. Menu benata NPP National Puntum Pantan Toyal. Bill of lading is Adama Barrow. Welcome. Munana will declare. Ne ata NPP le tamu. Anyanta tarla NPP le noma. Anyanta tarla NPP le toyal. Bari alon tolla UDP muna mo UDP mu bulu problème. UDP le ka radio kankam danjam dan any party. Wen na mul batani party. Isa mo inko mune ya mo eleba kare ko ten he bamba nta jahaltal nta fenga ise call 24 10 70 times ibe kumandila. Not every news can be true. We have to be very careful. Ala longo NPP nge torale nge batandile so ifanan lafta num pour ke jonto wala ne ka foko so jarol kana fundile aw senito dola fenke ko mo dul ka ketu ndaga miratul fatiatal iko baw senito do sanit kana wake. You need to have the confidence ko paw seni confidence men so alfa le ke bañi moy la ko ku dandane babale la lola kuraw saya wala ba pawsen fo ya fal yenne andu mote Gambia me luwalo pa senu daboti amote je men fo ke fam proci ndi ke fa wurinde ha mu loyalty mu fokolti nonsense imam fokol long hanin to lo luwa kan ni man to fo no sako ndol la boss ñor imam fello so no ka de fam korti ko ya jambe dala be astafurlah nte fa be diam la ya jambe ko Adam Barrow dala abe pikopol di le la fonko Adam mu ka ci ko fiwul Adam fo ma lo amal luwa non sako luwa bu so nyimenu ka defan bange da balado wala ka few cases all menu wintro wote pay kamone bari fana man ko to graduate from Gambia Law School. What do they know? Even Solicitor Yankuba Dabo can just teach them. And we pause in Latin multi. Solicitor Lamin Dabo can teach them. In the Mori to refola, wol mu boss ñol wol meta kono ne. Jay Paul ñol. Ngol la UDP fo be fari loyal la tap. Kabira ko ngoto fa kawto. Je, ntol mamu singa mira NPP ngol katol fana nene. NPP ngol ba fala ko atelola, iba fala ko baytullah ya fole, baytullah wo be refuge kasma sat. Ko Gambia UDP alla ko wala fon kanta jahali. Andon katula nyim folali yenne. Kibana kabirinde bita government do ko. Ngo UDP ala hakilo. Albe ya sifa bele moyla UDP walantin na dolbe siri UDP ko hay ko bamba mas fon tatale bamba mas fon sa abe sirim fen so lakal bamba mas be fon ko fo almani non ko bamba mas mu civil servant let and he is guided by law ntabe menke kan man sakunda la luwale mura. That is called the Foreign Relations Regulations. Foreign Service Regulations wole ente mura hanim fit tante jijano la ngani jinsa rola nimma manta dron sin sambano kitiola nga kata dron ide to liem bonda akoto waram fo ngay boji. Those are the two things ne menke no wotumo dolu sake isi Adam Barrow support ikake fang Adam Barrow support ikabulo ko sai ikakube fai inana may warning letter from dealer. I got 3 warning letters and one of my UDP support Mohammed Manjang. But more than Mohammed Manjang challenged the government in my letter soto because I defended him. But in Gambian code, Mbemem folale UDP, alale hakilo tubaki. Moy mellong wala nyanta silal. Senu dabo walantin na loi respect back because I loi londe. Every time nintol come mama don't pause in safanye no. This would be against the law. nta recommend la nta bulala al takila nyinke ba en tolte tende everything ka fen fenke akatara under the law. Adam Barrow e moneke ntolbe o kelo men bela wotuma Adam Barrow le, he was nowhere to be found. Anana ma dabulam feje, anana bukata demonstration la, inana ma bute, inana ma muta, inana ma sorong. Wala na alaji Sadio Barrow alama alay nemo nin kafaro kaye ako akamuntal drone ninga tiyo so nga binde nga tiyo fi nga binde nga so nga busa nga tiyo pasware Suleiman Bundaw dambe fonyo talamba fela kanka we mbalo be korkoro nga tan nyuntia boto la nga la fale 5 kilo lun tata baskilo to nga konkon ko Adam Barrow ka fele. That's exactly the truth akitawnya. Adam Barrow did nothing. Momo ka fo Adam Barrow le nyinke yebu ntele nga fo within the UDP. Adam Barrow ka men contribute mbe ka wole contribute. Anana man fen contribute man men contribute. Adam Barrow did only time Adam Barrow fen contribute UDP is when ngate tombo nga ken nyaton koti. Woduma kala kodo gondela obviously because mbembe ke kanka katele. But during Usenu Dabala time I men contribute but mama si wole tan contribute. Adam and Anama contribution okay more than I did. Momo ka fo yebu ntele nga. And I am not even going to say sorry about that. Because that's the truth. But in Gambia, we have a problem. Very serious problem. Wuliyabe pempending Gambia di odol sono mo kono like kurang. Anu Gambia di lafta fayito la baki. Gambia di kalafika fayitandi. Ntemu politician olte. This is why nyun tubabol be menke kang. Birinte bota Gamba mansakunda dokola. Ekonye ko Bamba, what should we do? Unko continue helping the Gambian people. Ali Makoy, please. I'm not doing that for Adam Barrow. Adam Barrow telala wala rawlu kang. Adam Barrow nasa sa tay ba samba France le wara samba Belgium. Na Gambia di le belala o kang. And wo fana be UDP to diala le because ndam UDP diolati. Wo fewol kataje because of me. But I've never told a soul ni mo nana ma kachafang. Nana ma fo moy. Nana ma fanti tarandala. Because nte tante. Nte buka na fengeje. Itolle ka be kafu nyoma. So itolle tamu din damleti dipti. Todia nying itolle tamu. Nte I just facilitated ke dani. Ali makoy. Na banko sulata nyinam. Na banko sulata nyinam. Bar Gambia di mo kurul be farin Gambia. Ibe Gambia la na fulo doma la suto nintilo. What are they doing to contribute to nation building? Nothing. But will you follow Kotambila? Adama Barrow e jeki ka follow da fata badi Gambian la. Gambian Senegal la. Alimam malu fang because albuka malu. Alena lo alkafu moleko ha niaje follow dila because banko kiamole man fenke atol kinole na muru alkana trakito dila. And atol ko nie trakito dila wo trakito be ka banko kiamo bele wulindi. How can you say two lies at the same time? Ite muslime dinkilo wuli yafula e ka ube for at the same time come on yet you call yourself a Muslim e katalo jama kono e ka fo ala iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. You think malaikol be moylan yamir ala be moylan. This is what we need to understand. Modol bi je hani lafta wol bay futu bate futu non. You can try anything ite ba futu ni non. They would die ba futu baliakon. Because molbe banko be kodo sunya e kana ka falinto detail e dankato dimma ite banku din to e ka banko be la kodo ya sunya yena akamdal drontol be ngabo korda kele ndani men bota su kili maskunda mfo fama la tubanyo ya sunya e tol nim boto be la retol kunde ka tubanyo tun kilim fayintem e ka fanya teta nyi njan. Why should I accept that mbe nga tubanyo membinde? Why be tubanyo tun dilantela ite boto sika mfana mbita kankan kono la nganyum boto la because mbele dentala bari Gambia di wole kam molje ke tubanyu tumo ditela ite tubanyu tumo yole ditela ito le boto le kundo ite ka banindro ke because of that tubanyu we ka fa men yo boto tal ka kawle la wala al fatima just because ite ka tubanyu tun kilo menso ite ba ma nyanti denani male kanatela ite la balu man fenna fa ibama nyanta sile kanne ntele ngafo ila balu mo fenna fa ite Gambia di bama nyanta sile denane malaka ite manyana balula because banko be la fen hanne atare man la fi kasunyaro ke fay modol silata alala kana wutubani tuta because ne wutubani tuta e sunyar fen wolta because yalo ndako nyune kanyim men fen men talaite thing itante bokamala badin Gambian ko lafta pour ka kontondiro kenum make for a very good reason because nga mak soto programme to bi alhamdulillah jalla wa ala nga falenne be bimbe droko la kumo kacalale nga falenne I will come to that wo droko la ko bari lafta me tan la Gambe di wala science wala mo albe yam fulam male nga nyin kontondiro lu ki min konondrol kumayatam bulu bakele and I need to lafta pour ka nyimmo dantan konton ila katakuol la bake follow Sheikh Mukhtar Soare Khalifa mba konton na bake Sheikh Mamadou Lamine Fadia mba konton na wulli Sheikh Sadibou Touré mba konton na Jara Buiba Sheikh Esa Dabo Talending mba konton na bake Oncle Alaji Ba Khalilu Drame Sanchaba Suley Job Imam mba konton na bake mba tentula mba jaila ba karamba Suwane Madina Suwane Khalifa mba konton na bake Sheikh Sidat Touré nyomi mba konton na Sheikh Yakuba Kante Sifo mba konton na bake ba karamba Jabi Ma Sembe abe taba Kazamas mba konton na Sheikh Kabiro Samura mba konton na bake Afam Musa Fofana Jara Sankuya mba konton na bake Sheikh Bakaral Lang Jabi Nyani Doke Sheikh Alaji Kajali Silla mba fanan konton na bake Afang Lamin Sara Barrow Touba Senegal mba konton na Sheikh Fode Mamou Touré mba fanan konton na bake aning Sheikh Bayar Ba Jabi Kanjalong Khalifa mba konton na bake badin Gambian kolo ñuno konton kumayatam bulu bakele pour nga konton droki ñune special greetings alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin astaghfirullah ñinata fele yarafang yalo mo WhatsApp mobile Sheikh Alassana Dino Haidara mba fanan konton na bake Serif Nano Haidara mba fanan konton na bake Kalifo mba konton na bake mba tentula mba jaila yara fanga modol tol tu komale Sheikh Salimina Jabi mba konton na Papa Jabi mba fanan konton na bake ñun tolu ye ñun kiñanane ñi molum be konton na be tentula mbe jaila bake Gambia Cairo be tabatela Gambia be Cairo soto alsi hekatu ngawo fo dalilo le kamma andon insha Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala okay badin Gambian kolu e ko nyine mu fanke atodon nyin la kolati NUP nyine mu la kolati ali ajele a wuletale trakito babala e ko nyine mu NUP la kolati so albe ajele dukare alimbe nga nyin natalolu janjandi pour molu sadje nyine mu NUP la kolati koy malemu aning fonko thank you very much Sisla na mobile number flow be bule bar wato do be kam confusing dile walanti nambuka long yemen kim molie bari namol nyanta katalale alin benga ke kilometer because United Democratic Party is very good UDP party o atemo party o te men kuma ya bata UDP party o misilmo la party o UDP party o salihino la party o UDP party o kebal la party o UDP party o foire la party o ngo ajube dorom anyway many mako t-shirt to 400 t-shirt mbal tentula mbal jail. Ala baraka bake. We will put it in good use, inshallah. Molu men fanan t-shirt ko bela dukare alinga domandin janning campaign be banna mo be t-shirt o sotolan mo be t-shirt o le banta kotino bandal kotino say nylon yellow kotino bandal nylon le be kerin say malum fali alon ya understand malong alkamen for de Musa Jawara le mte malong abe group jumala to I don't even know these gentlemen wala nankale ko te buka prochi danko menu ka fanya block nta block no la right now because malong aka jubero ke from where aka ke dauda wolel sa block no not me ya family for de Musa Jawara wol man wado be fokumol ke batande bakel because ning atare nata pour ka molel distract atol le batande ka atol men ka fo block him nte buka attended distract no lante I'm too sophisticated for people like them bari lafta pour ka wole itandala Gambia de wala also understand membe caring sign Gambia President Adama Barrow sign baton ngana President Adama Barrow fa no
we Gambians are known for. We Gambians are known. Mbaya maram nakari bayre ala ni place o diala ay banko be uta client ba client fa client be ko client akana si faran fan so nati je be mo client ba client
ñene mo bulle Barrow la kuma county ay même fo Adama Barrow bulle Barrow la kuma kan ay même fo Adama Barrow wala mu ñenti yalon Gambia nte always nka même fo mole wala mu ñenti kon te mbuka kuma fo nidi ala mbuka la feka kuma fo 15 Gambia nimbe nga Gambia jube andum be ko mbulata Gambia la noma mambula teria noma kontenin karle mu terti mbitanole na banko be diala bari we will have a problem. You know why we will have a problem? Because of people like this criminal.
Honorable Usainu Dabo.
Do honorable.
Aliamale.
Honorable Usainu Dabo.
Do honorable.
El alfon li alon ko Amad Baka wuliyal. Amad Baleka Usainu Dabo commande honorable Usainu Dabo. Birin jalba ko yadabe Usainu Dabo jamunna Amad Balebe kodo di kan wafala jerejef honorable Usainu nata kilo nata ko Usainu ma honorable then he lied because ibuka kuma fula fono ndeka nyina fo molen ko ni agente ni modol man kafuno man keno kilode is because they lie too much. Amad Baye problem o soto mentally andon Gambia dum bele nyanta wolonna bari kula be kering Gambia ibe trakito li janjan kan Gambia le aning masin sene jorawlu ya datle ka ya indi Gambia bari NPP quand même fo moli wala mu Adama Barrow la yanati that is not true lafta Gambia dimo be wolo surtout bolon konon ko
Assalamu alaikum UDP Youth Action Group ngal be konto ni tilibulola mba fulale ko tilibulo kata nyadi kortana talla nin tanatalla tanatem fanana yo information o membe janjandi ngabe yaay kan momondia information o moy anu na information e satra ya fulandi Gambia forum bi ya fulanda beto trakidol me ka foko Adam Barrow yedi momondi yo fay fanyale fo UN ni trakidol di lamen ko to dabe nyin konole anu de lamen fanda jabe ndelbe diamu kan lamen ko to dabe nyin kono anu nyin trakidol delba apply la wato ya jamel be maralola anu ya jamel maralo nga apply ni damen na wolon community development momondi ka foko ya jamela dia be mu fan Adam Barrow ya dia be mu fanyale kunu siaka jata nyol bije trakido nyimbe dika wado mena siaka jata nyol bijele UDP moto be tambi kan kabri wado trakido samba MPP la biro do UDP moto be tambi kan meya itandi ko akoy ko albe ni ale melondi jali alondi janna manke sino da manya na kaloja ni nyanta lola sefo le because sefo banko bele tam UDP biro MPP biro mu MPP le tale so ni trakidol be lori ngal la sa sambal ni political la so kabri woyo fodre be ki joye fala trakidol bondi je sama sefo la bundala wato lon trakidol ni na te di trakidol la melia sato la melia lon ko nyanta ka soto la men ko do be wol konole so la men ko do ta femmante kumpaje because amitino wan femman kumpaje UN represented anata janne kunun ko anata janne before trakidol ni be futala anu trakidol ni nanya ya be fola anu asene atala anu te fombe ma be meeting blind
Kaji badin Gambian ko nyine be kering Gambia sain mafialu ko Adama Barrow en trakitol mbitale ngafu mole ko Adama Barrow le adi ngaki politique rawti. And this is what they always do. Bring ambulance ol nata alfawli ya jela metale ambulance ol ye yayindi Gambia kono inate mabole ye be sambale parallel muri ka ye maboy ko ale ngambatu nim politiko sita nsa itande Gambia no la ngafo ko Adama Barrow le nati ngafale ne ko alni molbe til kan alme long ñun mafia yake mun ko wafi tubaab dule fo malo be kala ñame they can do anything
yo masha أهل البيت نمبر 1 يو بيبونيا بيجينا أوتو دنيا نمبر أنا برا على أهل البيت ما شاء الله سيبور دولا كي ما شاء الله كوي دي على سال حاجة لون دي
ko Adam Barrow ñim moto le sikaye ñile di alil baytol la
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد اللهم صل على محمد اللهم صل وسلم آمين آمين
ale ñin jele de ale ñin ale yaje ko membe kering Gambia de Gambia dul ñante hakilo tula baki Adama Barrow mu mafia lati 110%. The same Adama Barrow wole Supreme Islamic Council sponsor pour yela congress ke the same Adama Barrow atele ke ngolo takindi nyola he foare Gambia tinyale ay Gambia damage la destroy because membe caring Gambia sign wala mu Gambia ntolla nyi molu ni moto di mena dron kamera itemare nin kila mu bakilim fakilen. This is what we need to be very careful of. Why would Adama Barrow anybody give moto? Why would Adama Barrow give vehicle to the Allied Bite? Pour moi, Allied Bite ol wol mu jumal lelti Sheriff Kundankol. Nka wala kumande Allied Bite ol. Fo bile mu Adama Barrow ya lonko wol mu Allied Bite ol lelti ba. Cheikh Tidiane nyanta hakilo tula baki. Cheikh Tidiane nyanta hakilo tula bakele. Cheikh Tidiane yetu bab karamoleke. Para nyanta hakilo tula baki. Say is my brother. Fo bile mu Alil Baytol Adama Barrow ya lonko wolu sotota dunia kono le fan bila e wolo. Kube kela Gambia la. Dele be mbulo podium. Because Adama kanyi munku motol menu di, ñun drok motol menu beti, ñun drok tiol be murula na ne back. Nal sonta Adama tambital ñato. Hani Alil Baytol droko saltara la bumol kono because al dimol al te control no la. Ntenga mira mislimo fon ni moy fengo dila. Imanya na fola ko ha ante msula ta motolo man sula pota dame. Inyanta sos nyin kala. Ni moy fengo dila nyanta la sos lon nale. Before you accept it. But woboka ke Gambia. E kamo ja botu babu do munko wifi mo fa fengo beke. What they do is nina da Gambia jama lo mulu ko alenga alfatiota madwe ntamalo fo nyum peka ko le ala kan ba I don't even know mbe live program la mbe live program la de e kam moyle sorry gentlemen mole kam kumandi yeah so this is the problem e ko Cheikh Tidiane Tata Adama Barrow yale ay piko kutole diala Adama yo piko pol jamale mabo bari nga fale ne momo e patiolo fenyino kama ite be kafula Adama Barrow man no doubt about that ma fo Cheikh Tidiane ya nyini fenyino la kama de because Cheikh Tidiane wuluta suwo men kono mo manke fuare cordati but it could be Cheikh Tidiane will have to fengol I'm not too sure but it could be but Cheikh Tidiane say prepared Ntema mira but he let him prepare Ntolu we are not sparing anyone in this fight. If you go against us, we come after you. That's it. That's our policy. Political. That's fine by that. I do not have any problem with that. But Sekti Jan ko be kafula Adama Baroma. No. Wayem fadim fon leto. Bari Ibrahima Tabora womanta NPP. Honey. He didn't go to NPP. That one I can assure everybody. So for no more BN. Badi mbe live program lela de menu ben call kan please lafta fola le mbe live lela malum fale kam moy leba e lafta diamu la programme leto okay mo be tulo be lale go ahead abaraka Sekou Sedile, okay. Thank you very much, Abaraka.
2015, 16,
okay, so say imune so be Gambian advice la men na wole kumayata because ndunda political sanjano kono sign imune so be Gambia dul yamar la men
ndese mo fono be mo be na so ko sutu de to wa ko jëm la famille ko le ka tedi UDP la alfa ni ata dama si ko ko ni no because of alfa ni te ka ko ma ya te ka ma te ka sport ko mo de ñaan no de mo de ñaan yo ala bari nga so ko ala so ko ka do kanu no nyemira because of the democracy face à c'est un politicien ou c'est un mot de ou de ko ko wadi okay mo for me right ko na yam pa bi ni ate jere da gamero ya tambi ala nyam pa bi ni mo tambi ni mi sala na ko nya ala ko la ba ka da ma sim boni no be la mo be da na so ko pour le quartier da di UDP la
Abaraka bake mbading. Thank you very much. You kuma kama mem for Senator Baka Betera. Thank you very much, Abaraka bake. Yeah, mbe live le de mol bele tulo bela de temen kan kumandite. Assalamu alaikum. Mbe radio le to de live radio. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Mbe radio le to de mol bele ke moy. Yes, Molbe Tulobela. Yes, go ahead.
Alhamdulillah, mbe ko do baake.
Mbe jola kanaji.
Pare ko gere ba waru be bar bi alhamdulillah na masatlat do baake.
Abaraka.
Yo, mbe wata min da fatlan sen ni so banta bonen ko lumu be do.
Amin Allah.
bari kontan da bake ye alfal mel tolo nyokam
abaraka bake
wal fal dun briye tolo nyokam e moto do komale moto en so bake bari bisro bake pour ko moy tolo ano kula fana meme nyinna de boata men na kadiya mulkal la moy al se diam tamala ngol mum be jam e diam sugonon kolya dalem be jam kolya ben kan jam fo kambe ko
ama fo gambe ko yes go ahead
jam na fa muli diam na faliya muli diam na faliya du yuri bin kol fana al sa hatta du bake yuri bin kol sa hatta mol minale
yeah
ba mo sibanya de mina o hum sa won mo hakil du wodi
sai atodu ite moli ya mar dorong 2 minutes mbe fenna yele la ya
bismillah parce que mol minale yuri bi mol du minale mol dum na dum wala mo hakil du wodi impadi o min be ye beri tekten mo kini kilo mine ko bara ko dum padi mi anda ko hanni ada dum yo reject mo ro ko ya ba ko le join boro kay adam boro kam oto moy banko sula bi be la fi nyi ay boje oto meme fala tama ko non ko mbe tawa dula jam meme yitan la bado nin kanun tola nin ko tolla annan na fal mandi kana kato dinginna banko bal halo men do nyimman ko bolti kudi maga bolti kudi mon ga tra sire banko de ga si ko kan lu ka lara ko gol balum moro omni ko bal banko kande oto membe je banko mol si akada bake banko sula e banko sula de do wala fono lan dembe be tawdula jam ano ko la fana UDP ni ala kita albal so keralen bari ala so ke obe ko la fana masakunda ko bake tamalal do masakunda ndaka bake yake tamalal do surtout melbe ko jam kamera development ko tamalal ko
that's right won to nya
ko min balenta al halo al halla al kadara nyaten mul dum la ja al ke mul sokono masakunda ndaka to baba la tole parce que mbe bor banko men kan nal ne mbolu nyam min bal halo al kono do kamala o mo hakil to balde so diamuri jafano bake
abaraka bake kanaje
almale ni manta ben almo fani dala babaji mara be hormoni barko sabla maskuna hormona barko sabla
amin
non ko be hormoni barko sabla almale ni so hajjarola
min
falme be to tammi wala hormoni barko sabla almale falme ko banko kam banko to be minna almale
min sallam karima baraka bake baraka kanaji wo mun sanaw malati na situ kun ko lawal but badi wolu comme lafta pour gambe di wolu comme explain gambia e doron wala mu nyinti ko menya hakilo tula bake you see pour na fulo kata pour ka banko dingolu sang ke la miralo sang fan joyandolem manyanna kala mola folti pour mole si kafoko kare nyine dinna te mamme understand sirf keba haidara amina wato men na burfut abe bola kia otuma folo so tabul bi alhamdulillah ni vuta daw korda kono ka bunjawon le taraje dankene ata asonta alama ay man satalla batu what is motto after all Gambia ale diamu mole surtout nañu muslimi kebalu ye hakilo to baki nimme mambula ala noma iman afo alayko ka fo alay iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in kana son ikake moy jongote me ya lonko wala na fulo soto nya imam fellonje wailul limutaffifin الذين إذا اكتالوا على الناس يستعوفون وإذا قالوهم أو وزنوهم يكسرون alqur'ano ngalon nen ka fealale bar wallahi mbe fotal alamale nali amira nyin dunya balu wodam male en tolu wati ala lon ko lakira woto mu abet woto mu fawlati fofaw malom mune ka tinna molu kabula da fulo noma inna amwalikum wa auladukum fitna alla nafulo anal dingolo mal kunna fitnolati Adama Barrow of all people Adama Barrow men ka dungala moto kono kama kok alata lay duwa jabama bi ay fensoto no kaka o nafulo ta kaka gambe dingulu sang gambe dingulu lafita pour ay sang nde Adama Barrow tente sannola ma kodo soto hani kaw 200 million même fo naya bele sika dintela billahi wallahi tallahi kalisa bo men ka hadama dum halaki ndete tarla NPP hadama dum inyanta dankene ala alala woto mala ke jidi ay makoy bar neji ko le molu kan andu ka sali ka fo alay ko iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in mbetele batula andum bedde sécurité ala lambe de maro nyinule te e kata jiko dem molu ka wote ka ala nenele ko nyinantinna ala bukal dema ali sondo mole katinna ala ka modolu koleale kan e ka pata because e ka sali e son bari e sondo mo mantara dankene aren alala ko ni dankene ata alale katare mo bele entolong anybody who knows me mo belu na kunte mo mas foire ata ba hani kamilian me mo kamilian de mo ka sotono kamilia benda sonera fe beti mo ka sotono but say kamilian en si company fon sang même fon ka data so wo be mu dankene alati ala lafta men sola ka wala so ala lafta men bali la ka wala bali ala ni jiko den alala please Gambian kolo mune batin na atul be sonna Adama Barrow bali sanna e kany mol men beje be ko ngam fan some political party lolo mbojo proche political party they are all job seekers yalo mune keta Gambia mbadu nga tarika kendo fali Henry Gomez al hakilo bakan Henry Gomez bira bota nan Germany ala patio aya register ala patio lo Henry Gomez nanaman campaign ki Gambia Henry Gomez nanaman bureau soto dulato hani bureau killing amaso naman ka fon be sabatere ndame yo moli aje Henry Gomez coalition nata Henry Gomez bi ala patio farang bi ala patio kafuje Henry Gomez la delegate sol ntolenge tombong Walentina wadalilo le atinna Henry Gomez e Adama endos Henry ma Adama lon nung before 1996 before 2026 2016 stuff like before 2016 ama Adama fo long fereng bari bi wala ke fanke koy tolle Adama Barrow kanu ala fawti ala me Adama da because aba man taw fala Adama ala men fawaya da e tol kay fanke koy amad bañol ibe ke fanke koy tolle Adama Barrow kanu katambi ala fawala sidi njaynte o fala but Henry Gomez because ñun tubabu karanul yaaje ko my goodness come on Henry Gomez of all people cabinet minister me alon ko drog akawla wafi in Germany. He was the drug user. Yes, I'm telling you. Henry Gomez niaje abondi Minister of Youth and Sports. Adama Barrow ya alone because of it is the passport scandal. Ya bakle dro ya mako ya mabole ya murale. But Munantinama Ahmad Ba Bay because of the tourism scandal. Munantinama Hassan Jallo Bay because of the fertilizer scandal. Oje Yatele victimized. But Oje Jallo is supporting Adama Barrow. Can you imagine this? Badinga Mianko. Nyunu be ni be ad nyoka ye be jube ba jela ko. Adama Barrow bimbe te momento bi. Imagine loring abe diamola Ahmad Ba ka fa ko don't answer them kane danko. Kane danko. Kane jabi. Journalists all, can you imagine journalists, voters? Kane jabi. Aina low political platform kamolu usenu dabo kajafi. Faka for he is not honorable. And when Amadou Wulo, Atelekalo ako honorable Dabo is an honorable man. Baringa menko la lenga hakilo tubake. Nkoy ko Ahmad Babe abemi nyino la ay wole soto. Ahmad Babe alliance nyino la all along. Imaji aning PPP yake, aning UDP yake, aning Fonkol fana yake. Aning Doinyol fana yake. Ahmad Ba has always been looking for an alliance. Ala party lo wole kama. But Badinga menkolu bring Adama Barrow be diamola.
One more question.
Ahmad Ba Jubede.
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Don't answer Yamoy. Don't answer him. Alina moy. Alba mo la ba don't answer him. Ahmad Ba be loru nga ko mayaje. Don't answer him Yamoy. Is this bad? Is this not a national disgrace? A cabinet minister openly, wallahi nyinsika Adama Barrow damala masakuna. A cabinet minister kalo openly president obe loring answering questions from journalists. Aka journalists all nyininkaro jabi. E kalo e ka fa kane danku kane jabi. Yaji Marisokla Diamonga moya konalbe carte o fayla alsa fay very wisely. Alkana tole ya carte fayoke. Ko bile mo alinyabe na fulo la wayal dun carte fayoto. Alalon ko na fulo nying. Madu nga fale ning Adama Barrow e kodo dialla. Abe kelale nyame. Bari ngam ko. Molbe kumandila trop. Abe kelale nyame badi ngam ko. Mbe life le de my brother. Mbe jandro mbe life le.
Anyway, okay.
Go ahead.
Mali.
Mbela moy kan.
Yalo mulo mala masakunda problème odi wala nyama. Adam ba wala masakunda mo mankane.
Muna ne yofo.
Because muna namke mankara yo wala nyama.
Hari malo.
Okay. Ngaje mole ba di am kanu podium modo ila after the nomination am kuwa sonna. That's already min ko lawyer Dabo is honorable lawyer Ushiru Dabo akam keke kay ko Amadou Ba kay ko kana fo is honorable.
Aka manke honorable ha ngo fana moy.
Yama mumin karanta ko asuma nyake papa.
Mamira hani.
Because nga kukiri ko wala polo ana kana Ismaila de Benta but Ismaila is honorable Ismaila Sisa akakuma Ismaila Sisa because as a somebody me I say honorable person, you always do the honorable things.
That's right.
But I'm this man, how to call it, I'm a baka manyami, and in a high school graduation student of Fubuka when Niba assembly.
That is right. Omtonya.
Primary school assembly.
na amanke wote
fanyi ni ma ko duniya le be jibe ka
ya bari yalo Amad Ba mu raba Amad Balde Amad Ba la balwo be mu raba lati Amad Ba be non hotel to chef maro na hotel to raba la akata entertainment la o time aka denkilo la mo tubabo le ike don so atata wala kono fay tubabo so to memba mako la memba sponsor la party of form one
when they I was so embarrassed, you know. Amadou Ba say mania. Amadou Ba this is the times, you know. Ba give it. Alam ba uta mikino blog, you know. Mo ba fena sa kaka. I want think pala you know. Wala din ko sa kanang, you know. As a civilized person, so you know, civilized nation, you know, as a cabinet minister.
Ya bari ko ifane video jela kendo nyin timpa dame nga sabana ka abuse yo bari yalo woldol be yeah but wolbe kelale because Adama Barrow is a Juburlam president ko Juburlam lon Adama Barrow is a Juburlam president imagine Adama teo fo be tinyanta ko imagine mallono asita moto kumole kan abuka lono they all know that Adama man kendea.
Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you, modo la kumoma. Man can talk for it, but you know, no one ambuldi ede lo nyami.
Emone long afonye ba. Molbe la moy ka.
Allah president o bimboda jana diawi refugee.
Aha.
Nabewa ma fa kelin. Bebo da ma fa kelin. Ala fon avec bil bo ba bil fa ke wo son passo. Wala no mo tan ata ba wo ku kana ja wol mala fi Gambia la ko. Ni wala fa Gambia kay wol deli Gambia no la le patami ko te ko le fo ite ba ti ba bu ma ta do ko le kay jol. An ka una fa ka ponu so le ka dika ni fo ba le no na bo se ko minto Finko, you know, how to call it. You association or you do because do Kulanjo. You can phone back more than 50,000 plus. So Nina Gambia Moira move from balloon, you know. Alamba balloon, I'm Maru from Moscow, Daso Village. Alcala Alamba continue in the Baboka.
Baraka Bake, my brother. Baraka Yokumo Ban Frank. Baraka Bake, thank you very much.
Momi ang mutan tabo wala ko kan aga baby dawa billahi wallahi tallahi bi ba xale ba ma ala tay bi la ganda politician on bi la ñu xam lo ala ko bi
inshallah definitely inshallah
ang de la politician on ko gele ko sikul ipe jute ngani le barandi sol le barandi Gambia matala ñanu yanu ko iri ko so ko le kala
because he alone ko lawyer Dabo amina corruption le kanatela and we mala fi corruption o bo because he ke balu wala corruption o alafta wala fala dek and no, exactly this is what nkanyina ko mo den ko akuyata bamba masio adiata bamba masio corruption o usenu Dabo ba kanatela because usenu ya lonne usenu mu bolon kono dimolte ya lonne bolon kono kusi fame be bolon kono exactly mbadi nga baraka bake thank you very much abaraka bake thank you okay badi wol komen kam men fale toro mbe topico men kacha kan janne nyim badi ma ben kolla wala mu kila voters registration voters card ka wafi voters card hanni ya sey bulu wilmu wannela siya calculation o ke faye ba wilmu wan sanji lulu womu karita woro lete karita woro wala mo sanji lulu sayin sanji lulu niya jube karita woro obita kanya na jellefe keme saba tan saba anin saba karo kare hanni ya wafi ma dalasi wilmu wannela sanji lulo kono tili wotili ebe kodo men domola dalasi keme saba dalasi in fact tilo kono be ben sotata wala mo dalasi mu wannen sayti dalasi mu wannen say wote balundi nola badi ngamen ko la nga mats ke bante ma mats no bakede bari kari tang kari taworo wala mo sanji lulti kari taworo ni ajube tilitang anin killing obita kanyanna dalasi keme saba dalasi tan saba nen saba la fe wilitang sanji lulu karta woro wilitang ni ojube na atara ya sema wilitan nela obita kanyanna dalasi keme dalasi taworo anin woro wala la fe karo kono so akamanta tilo kono etabe dalasi lulu anin butu tallule domala tilo kono ni la carte o san dalasi wil tannela andu mamire be o dila mola ke la carte o san woto alinyum kuma kan janjande Gambia di wol yamoy baki ni dalasi wil mu wan dila karo akamante yela voters card san karo keme saba tan saba nen saba ibe wol soto wala mu dalas tanning kilenti tilo dalas tanning kile ni ya sey ma wili tannela karo kono ebe dalasi keme dalas taw woro la ni woro le soto la woro la le soto la dalas keme dalas taw woro ni woro la tilo dalasi lulu anin bututu tan lulu ni ya sey ma dalasi wili lulu le la sanji lulo kono ebe men soto la wala mu karo dalas tan say anin nani karo kono ebe wala soto la dalas tan say anin nani so that means ite mam fenne soto fokon iba wala soto so akamunte ite la bata be mu kensenete ite yo sanji lulu be ya be fayde alay buba you are live mon be live programme le la
Okay, Bamba.
yes
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
wa alaikum salam
Bamba inu mbara.
enen bara alay buba
Mbe konton na bake mbe Gambianol be konton na milbe Gambian milbe dunia tfano be la tu.
ibe moy ka
Bamba ila programme bi na bake sino le ben batari bari ko fo ngadiamo ngabo nan sifo amamme bake.
go ahead alay buba mol be moy ka
ndata sifo le alhamdulillah rabbil alamin Bamba sifo inshallah rabbi nataketo sifo adama Barrow naya kata maybe 1% abostoro sifo tambila on
anyanta point 2 la fawso la point 2
whatever it is but nsafo ko sifo abe fola jelale andu fana nyofere fana I'm working on it
amad jite kata bota wolto de alaj bu
pardon
amad jite ka bota jelade ikam moyle amad jite ka bota sifole ila voice be se kanne malong not wokole mu mbuke moy clearly
jite kontam bitakitidal nko ikam moyle bansay kwe amod jite abota kitire kiti
yeah, but in dimma famo bella moy kana alaji bambolem ako I have to stop listening to your program yaran dimma kala moy le alay bambo alay bambo entama falete ay mbunya alay bambo le ila surwa kan kilim fonye ba o do surwa kan kilim safenye ba ngawo fo mole ja alay buba you should call the other number because ika number men call te ngamira wala na ila fonko bukata
okay but
call the other one yes yes ibe live le sisla you are live mol bele tulo bela de
audio came down from Ibrahim Tabora Mane, the leader of is it I don't know if independent party leader I audio on the side there.
I audio bondele okay mba play la sai so
ako akadema join baro ko FDP la wuliyala because na ako UDP ani UDP link tele ani baro link so na ta better stay house FDP na ta like I join the baro na so ako to yanda audio ibol na na kilo sa.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sisla. In fact, Ibrahim Tabora Mane would never, ever, not in a billion years, join Adama Barrow. No, he would not. Kamburama manke osi fatifan. Kamburama pota fama la. Kamburama motago. Mbaple la sign Sisla. Mbaple la. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Abaraka bake, Sisla, that is Sisla Jadama. badi wala lila moy Ibrahima Tabora Mané la.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala. Yo ngaka to me ko le kontona. Nyingi min kije ko ngabaro nominate le it's not true. Ke kuso to oriented propaganda. UDP invite le pour ka discuss. Barrow invite pour ka discuss. Nin dol hanan diam de NUP be won konole. So yo ko discussion lem ay tan la ko nin mol nyata ka chala le. Bari amake fenti mi alon ko fenja farinam. So ngari tolle pichon tare kay tan ko tare jere bari man ta la to mamme mo endos folo janem be mo endos la nga fale nyamen abe kelanda interest lati ay ke banko la interest ay ke banko dum la interest ay ke pati la interest so propaganda direct so nimo waji rek ya igno folo wa comme nima len di wax rek ci jël ben rek li ngeen gis ni propaganda la rek nekul lu am li xew rek UDP gay invite nañu pour ñu waxtaan ak ñoom Barrow tam invite nañu pour ñu waxtaan ak ñoom amna yeneen parti yu ñu invite tam pour ñu waxtaan ak ñoom toog ñoom di waxtaan waaye woon man li may wone rek mooy ne lépp lu ñoo def rek damay waxtaan ak sama doomi parti ñu gis ne interest yi parti bi la interest yi réew mi la ak doomi réew yi waaw ñoom si waxtaan lañ commencé rek so ñu ngi def propaganda so ignore leen ko nekkul lu am man amna liñ nekk di xalaat xam naa ne fan yi rek dinaa leen yëgal yéen yëpp waaye pour yéen yëpp ngeen dal ngeen xam ne daal lépp lu may def dafay nekk si interest réew mi ak interest yi parti bi ak yéen yëpp seen interest jërëjëf
aliya moyle baadiŋolu wala mu Ibrahima Tabora Mané ti akoy ka wuliya men la janjang e ko faniyalem toñante NPP dalita wala le they always do that because party lota wuliyale kam anda lota nafikiyale kam I have said this and I will continue to say it alota wuliyale kam andun a pempenta nafikiyale kam andun obviously mo be nyanta wo faham la ko wo Gambia di mo be nyanta wolon nan alay buba you are live mbe nun diamo lanka fendo le play
assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi baba
mol bele tulo bela alay buba
okay baba I just want to talk about my engagement in C4 today okay UDP called urging UDP members on the grounds jam let them leave the party leaders headquarters in the office let them go and engage people
okay
let them go and talk
afo manne alay buba nyim fo manne ka kamoto nyim fo afo manne ka kamoto anim surwa ka ni sa keno mol ya moy from you
ko lafale yefuta molla yetay dum mol yekacha ya try sane do wato ti kana relax
comme yebo sirim party leader bala ye finti yeta mol noma okay
nibe diam lo mole ya try witness jamal le beje Barrow mi alo ko mon ngata focus la wala kan
okay
because I don't know about right now lot of witnesses is also fela mankita ngata focus la wala address adum fana mi be caring I don't know Barrow ala $200 million I've been declared adum fana la asito no min declare ngata focus la mo fo modie
but it will go 200 million it will go 50 million lem
ko asiato let us focus on adam corruption or let us focus on that
thank you
adam go bamba alikana adam Barrow underestimate please I'm just telling you don't let us not underestimate you we have to
alay buba mandinka please
go sorry para yentana adam Barrow na attack every left right and center you know lot of weakness of Jamia adam Barrow ala pundal Jamia ko adam Barrow inside economy right now yentana nga focus wolto kana adam Barrow tije ani epia sira kapodoka anga try go for molie I want the betray gambe be betray me anu ko dal yenta focus na wolkan please
yeah mobe tulo ya moyle alay buba Thank you very much. Mobe Amwele, Monebetulo Bela. We have almost about 3,000 people listening right now. Mo Willi Sabanyombela Moirola le sign. Ibetulo Bela Kumakaula Laibu. Baraka Bake. Thank you very much.
Okay, Papa, thank you very much.
Thank you, Baraka. Okay. Badin Gambian Kolu, call Sol Benyokan, na Fali and Neko, you can call us. Nimmo after contribute la. That is fine. That's not a problem. But comment kame tan di gambe wala wala mo hanna ya tar adama barola molu yela carte o sang dalasi wili lulu lela karta woro kono womu dalasi kemenani dalasi tanna tansai anin nani lati tilo kono womu dalasi sabada malati mira sanji lulo kono tilo kono dalasi saba kana son ya san 2000 la ni yela carte o san wili fulala yela carte o say bulu wili fulala sanji woro wojube bang sanji sanji lulo kono karo womu tan sabanin sabalati dalas tan sabanin saba karo tilo kono womu wan dalas damalati ni la carte o san wili lulula tilo kono womu wan dalas damalati ni la carte o san 1000 la misal fe womu dalas tan ni woro wulante karo kono tilo kono womu tala dalaso la half womu walti tala mamats no nyawonya so niete la carte o san dalasi wili kilina yo ditela ite amata ko dalasi wili kilo mamman boto sila male ita karkele abanda imuta batu batamen meye bule la carte o wafila ibe murla wala kono bake ke so andong alaji buba kamem for is very important atol men ya lon ko almu UDP quality to kara albo alkana si amanke ko mobe nyanda tarla nakirim pala waji usenu lela hani ali janjang ali ta molu noma ila suol kon alni diam number nyimbe screen o balale sambu suso the number is on the screen is +44 7401 888 abe screen o balale you can see it mbe diamola daming ni kanje live ibaje la safarin jele you can always call that number bari Gambian call ali fero bekata alal teosity en people call be dewundinne. They will do any threat. If you find Keno Ibakela, Fenta Kuto da Fofenyo. Fokol, Imano. Alifero be katanga Adama Barrow Bondi. Adama Barrow manjara hani ka sise bungo le kanta. Sise bungo. Mang wulol ni sajol ni balkot. Sise bungo. Aman jara ka wala kanta. Adama Barrow is the most corrupt president I've ever seen in Africa's history. Ntelenga Falia. Kadimo Rasul. He is more than corrupt. Adama Barrow e asset sol menu soto Senegal ama declare Adama Barrow e motol menu be important ama declare anu nga fa draw ko men dunta Gambia draw container men dunta Gambia Adama Barrow knows about it wallahi billahi tallahi ñun 2 tons of drug me yalon ko yamuta Denton Bridge. I cannot accuse Adama nta accuse no la wala but Adama la top officials knows about it. In fact a son of a former minister in Jawara's government knows about, and that person is closest friend to a top official of the NPP. In fact, ibe moto pentur la wato menna. Isanso nying, mano nyina la moto ya samanang adiu mano nyina. Mr. Sila. Ibe moto pentur la moto nata bira bula Guinea Bissau abulu rung la nata. Anu banku sabale ba kokon. Guinea Bissau, Gambia, and in Senegal. Nyim banku sabol biji. And we better top official sol bota kalamale. Ma voy la president I don't know because na investigation on president to fonye follow. But the top officials it dabe tema taji ñun drog wa photo. Allah dino bebe kala drog wa filati bebe kala drog malati. Gambia ni be wakile la tonya fasala e ka hanyele. Ñim poroci puruci parachol men yalon ko ba futu balol some of them are not even true sons of their parents. Ntele nga fo. Yalla wala nan koy kon tebuka poroci dam dol be je wolu i manke famañol dingolti ye kulli le toro wala nan te buka some diamo dol be je buka la fi kafo especially on social media because I know too much o jankade din me poroci le kamol nen kari when they don't even ime fon la history nyeninka ntemu jumalati wala ka alaji usenu ñol neng ime fan nyeninka itul mu jumalati bari nender dulale fanante bala mosi da men ne ibe min tole nen Gambia alal tewsiti Adama Barrow in December he has to go hannay jalan hannay maka jalan bele nati ay londi he has to go ngamen fale ngalon ne mbadi Gambia ko ntete tenere ko mo fala Gambia no ntete Gambia dingol ne nela nte Gambia moman Gambia kanun tete ntina kelo ke Gambia in for 20 years I sacrifice everything I can for Gambia nana fulo ngawla dunde Adam Barrow kuna nama ka nyama mba fulayen mbadi be life le mol be tulo be la
Kadim Rasul
nam
dale mo sek sabal ostra
yes ntulo be la sa
programo be dialen bage
abaraka
Kadim mandela kabrin 2014 fasay man lela video be YouTube kono mandal la fay
abaraka bake abaraka
ani be live ani na bolde min do sempoli ya ko ila bamba master
abaraka
wallahi yalo ku gidin be rapport ifo ya
amandia forea ka foda panin kake is very different
ngari nambalasi ya gabribe potinya ka embassy ha bamba ko fenketa ni de ngonna boy ko bamba ika kuno benna da kalo do make tamasa di bon
ilawo ko akan jelele bake fan because ilawo wuliyalu is very easy pour ka wuliyalu fon ke free because nte manke financial control nana man ko di mara embassy nana man bududo fon le mutambulo la mo fon nana man na fay ko nyako bamban sulata nyinema ko do fele ngari sito diala nana man soto e kata ko do jole ye risito samanante
ye bambal damo start sign hare ko abaro fu mon ka ko bambala ka ko ya jemme ni ko sunya ro ke no inda bamba nyanda kana flow spade
yeah
and I trust you
definitely Adama Barrow na buka sunya ro ke ntele nyanta ko do sot la ntele salary siata Adama Barrow right now
I believe bari ya no Adama ko kabrai kulodi ya general system balanda
akala system o balanda ay ofal ako system o balanda
bari nda fanande ni be life la mo fula po ni o fonna system o kabala
jumala
Ahmed Jide
nake no programme o tinya kan
Ahmed Jide is somebody me alon ko na ka communicate num bakele tinte faniya malla fara so tata ko nyaale bay nka murunde account kam I am blocked from WhatsApp and Facebook du bare ni mo fulol to ni so gondino la programme o fa
okay I will try nte promise la but I will try
nulu because ñun mo lenti Ahmed Jide le lo ya daw ke mo le jam anda bi mo
wallahi akata mbita Nelson Mandela la wallahi
sim da fataki wala and not remember 2 years back and 1 year back Ahmed Jide he never make a post on Facebook and made a bamba master so
aka fole mbari bamba mas ngoy ñun menu fawlu be ka wurte alaji bambo ñolu fenke ñoy be ka fa ñol oncle bamba njay mané ñolu bari just yalon the problem is e kanyunu jole every month pray molne I don't blame them it will found le poverty choose yalo mome mampare pour ka baraka wala kata kenyum poverty la poverty po alama mo dada foare yakama mo be ale dada men kama wala mo nyito ko yakata ibe he katulale mo dole kan call direct call la malo wo fana mo jumalati 1 second hello
bamba
yes
okay let me tell you my final word but kude jaka MPP inila nyim dasia babe ibugerema
because hanim ma wolong ntenga fo ne dron dal yem mambe adama ma
yaro ba ga usuko nun supreme islamic level annan la nyin dasia alwa ya jabe ma bari MPP bani nyin dasia ba ibu ke moyibe ibera ma
e ko be ferole dada kan agalter pour yente deport yalon ko wala fon ya itande ko ñunu ñamatale mankende ndamina jang ya jame mamba karama jawra mamba kalama usenu mamba kalama adama mamba kalama mo mamba kalama nata nyim bankunka ndon nana ma nyim banko la luatinya nana man tapale ya kay bankunka ntena man ta police station nyim bankunka ntena man ta police yalla wala nan koy ko ntete mbuka porti dang ala hekatu demande allo Sambu you are live wa alaykum salam ibe men la moy kay be wala talala ibe men la moy kay be wala talala okay molke moy le sign go ahead hani de ibe men la moy kan ibe wala talala ni e fon la voice tala atitano de okay mo be ke moy le sign go ahead
okay baba ma ye ko tom ba ye suko
ngejo
da program mo be claro
abaraka
program kan gambe no ami asla kan no ye lambo
abaraka bak abaraka bake sorry hekatu modole ben kumandi kam malam fa kan kumandi whatsapp fa kan kumandi mune fenna bari na mare si yamfuno fo nyi pare ala diamola go ahead Mr. Sambo molke moyle
woto gambe do yanta pare la gambe ko ni kumbo kono mantara ke ga kusen ta ko en akikan te wonde amina generation mun
definitely
woto mon kana banko di ko ka ko kusen ta go
no this has nothing to do with Usainu Dabo this is like this is to fight corruption Adama Barrow government is corrupt to the core Suso isembalal no bang let me pick this guy's call because new one abem batandilale moltela diamo moila and abitan tolbele batandila just 1 second ngani mari la callta because he is calling non-stop and I don't know if I can see his call now ndefo malo akon kumandi mem fon gadget mem fon la mo la fon lo okay alim batu nga ñing call ba nga jube bam because ñing kan no the call kan non-stop abe commandero kan non-stop yes mbadi be commandero kan e kan commandi gadgeto men na kanyin don be stop le say go ahead because be call ke kan non-stop and no kanyin don ta stop go ahead go ahead ibe la moyro la menna o talaba ibe la moyro la menna ibe wala talala nyim billahi abota nyomi no doubt this one is from nyomi ibe la moyro la menna ibe wala talala nga ibe wala talala mu mo fa ñing kay ñim bota jinekle no doubt about it pamane bi come and get your man anyway badi wolo alhamdulillah rabbil alamin laftale pour this call is from Gambia ibe life le de ibe la moy kam men ibe wala talala and molbe moy kan wa alaykum salam nam tanaw tanate ibe la moyro la men na wotala do manding den molbe be moy la mbakan ha abaraka bake ito dungani ka kumandiro ke min dola
nde Ismaila Samura Valentin Senjaba Sulejo
Ismaila nimbara bake
okay ndo tamba ki waro ñu lo moy ton bake no yalla ban ko ba ñu yamni no nit la ko astonya je bu gaje no bokk la jam ndax na be Gambia da sayante but yalla am fana ko ku jamal la me yalla ko man ñi ñaa fa ko matar na bokk ko gaje sayante
tonya
so ni president mo be yelo mo ko tara fa pare so ni ma bonde yelo na bokk ko ti yalla ko ki kende ja mu lo ko wa
tonya
Tima ada miliaran ko ada mel ka funda fa maten ni mun ne ya ko ye disqualified so wala ko mona ka fa ma wote mu ko mo da because imalle fa na mira de fa ne manyanda ku baro
imanyanda patio fa lola ni ya lon ko imina ka fula barolo ma yalo mobe nyanta tonya jalan ni mol men fa be ke fan sutende barola tem fenke ni ya lon ko itolu because momo lota ye fan sum patio lo barobe menke ka wala man die wala ne patio lo ni wonde be ka fula baroma barolo mo president so sila muna nete be fan sum patio lola imina na ka fula baroma that means ite nim baro me sponsor wota ite be nyine kam pour baro se wali ina e kafu ñu ku fulo mo tonya ha ani yalon tolo drone bu ko mirano
president Barrow ka pa sa o panyata moy ngana wolje to mu adan ko ke ko ka support da ko ko se mo le jaal ko
yo baraka bake Mr Samurai de ko en kontani bake say mina bunda soronale one more call drong de bunda kundula ite fana ya baraka bake call sol mina kanne molbe call ke kanne so lafta pour ka one call da maleta drong bunda soron badi Gambian callu this would be our last caller. Hello caller. Hello caller, ika kollo ke mintole ay to dum ani ka kollo ke mintole. Hello caller. Woman tara moika. Yes, you are the last caller. Go ahead.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Koto be kontona be mobe kontona mobe be ila programme jibe kam.
Ngejo.
Like ntebe dunna drum ngamo be konon tolon shoti jame Sweden. La famille fola dal like Abdullah Jammeh fla ko mi pitaka. I don't know whether you talk about it or not, but last pro more to UDP call na hakilo to back.
Ya ngawo fole nyim fonga ya sisla e flago nyin correct kola nyi tandinale ko koy malemu aning orange so aning UDP man yo sort of fenna
honey so me ya say because inte plata no mala because time Samsung ye fenne bondi system or bondi ni la Samsung update gi bajala ko min moy feng share ya isa no mano fa ya jabuta ala source pota dabi isa jino.
Oh, that's very good.
So, ning fem ko apota MPP group ole kono.
Wow.
E kaminke ibe mollet ibe ilaftale e control la campagne to la kalendiroke. So ilafta I plata ni no malama so ilafta pro caso to ka fa ko imaji UDP call fele bene.
Isa dia si kampa isaw.
Wala ne yin strategy ke so nyanta kan hakilo to bakele. Ning mo mi yan ko man qualify ani molmi yan ko ibe iroka patiola and molbe no nyanta kan hakil to back ninga tibaro mo ila kula we don't have to come out and trust and say things about them because MPP kawale use puruka more so to wala nyama you know
okay all right so ila message ni very important albe Gambia dingol albe sal hakilo toto nying ablay jammela nyin screeno kaning UDP tamulundi NPP itulle adada pour kaning ablay jamme ko sayni ñol exactly Thank you. Thank you very much.
So sang hakil to bake because ila fanne mulle kuyandila isaje ko wolbete to liya ka fa imagine you kal nengal na to liya ni munen and stuff like that. So na more say hakil to bake.
All right, baraka bake, baraka soti. This is very good. Baraka bake, baraka. Thank you. Badi ulo ali o moile wo senata bake. So saying nse même fali dron wala mo atol Gambia di wala atol mo kendolu atol meni alon ko mbadi ngolu al mbadi kendolu dukare ali nyin kuma kaw nyi moy. This is very important. Nga fole nu we so tile be kala last quality bare mfa wala nyomin ko nimmo mande menna mbe wala kala last quality. Magane, you're welcome because the last time I called la man sotono. So this one we will definitely allow Magane to have the last word.
Baraka Bake, I'm not program of interesting back there.
Thank you.
I missed the whole lot.
The whole lot, yeah. Yes, memen kajakang wala mo NUP Ablay Jamme ala kola neng UDP la kola bari imam mulung bar mulu ka foy be ka mulun ne yara fan NPP ko le dada pour kan neng Ablay Jamme la mulu señola because ate qualified layla ya kata pour ka kafundi la kafo may ma kafundi no so il afta pour UDP ko ya neng isaje isa sabano ifawol kam.
Exactly. In chance and for nemo wada ko yindi am kan. Ndawe fa la UDP ko le isalon ko nyum pati mo wande fewmen belo ta Gambia kono ya jibe alon baro ba be ko ma
abe ndun ka wala fo abe
nganyum for a long time ago but imagine the indori alon ko man qualified mo men rek ol be na na molji and most of those people from one family members from many of them were the UDP
be la family in fact not many of them, most of them.
Against the other political parties.
Magjane Albia Jele Ibrahima Soriba Melo de Jako Adama Barrow is corrupt. Wale natana la party mo burka kaya ke yai convenot. Ngaje Momodou Ba, Madonna, let me help you. Momodou Ba, Menko Gambia is a sick country and need to borola. Gambia sasata la nita borola wale tada Adama Barrow endorse. Sek Tijan Haidara men fo doma men koko auju billahi moy Gambia Adama Barrow soto for another 5 years wala fananta de ko mala fo Adama Barrow moto le di al baytol. Can you imagine? Nte buka you understand?
Gambia more buka no support because of travel line keep and in big comment come support you far.
That's it.
Well, one of those political leaders was so-called independent candidate, Muhammad Bala Brodat.
I know. Ngalong, Momodou Ba ngalong, menka be fenso kela Gambian in Senegal tema puru drops. Ngalong ne Ahmad Bala younger brother. I know that.
Very good. Me adi do 5 million of filter gamtel kono, opera in dabo deal in kono.
Thank you. Thank you.
If the mama can is commanded for Senegal, ya commanded for Guinea Bissau, Praela Barrow, Guinea Bissau president of Kiana Makesala. Mama Kande was insisting. In a large was the only way to make it over Mama Kande support base, if I'm going to more than in the Mama Kande support base near Jerusalem.
That's right. That's exactly what they do. Come from.
Because so many of support can say, well, Mama Kandila former support and they are going back to Mama Kandila party.
Exactly. But imagine Ibrahim Mane, Tabura Mane Dimma. What are Adam Barrow Mittle drum far yela cameralta? Ibrahim Mane also has endorsed Barrow. Imagine I find it on a quick, I'll come in for Fanyalan. Momo im commanding Katandam Kuimale, what Omante Samba Baroya. So this is the kind of thing he'll have to prove Kamenke because Mobile Alonko. Pour Adam Barrow and party party olo ibena vonga Adam Barrow endorse le isa molza ko ni molbe belare Adam Barrow le kan Adam Barrow menko MPP da my UDP fale mote UDP why is he bringing 10,000 bojo parties to join him in fact ka même fo Adam Barrow ni party fula da malbe nyoka wala mo APRC aning party juma APRC damala fom because PPP fata ke ba jalo ni OJ damma ini la dimbal damala be PPP tuma njay man taraki PPP is dead, NRP is dead, GPDP is dead. Wol fata junale wol bade tala wol meta farine wol they are not functioning wol antine man hanyila tala IEC.
Exactly.
They would not succeed.
Yes, a fall maltreat. In a way, pro kana more functional men samara nomination be a delegation on a key.
But that's what they do. Hani my fati mita normally. And you told them my fati frustrate.
Okay. My side didn't jump because my party knows very well for Gambia because I do
go. Ntolu be nga lonne menu be nyin ko be ko madumala. Nga lonne musole mu. Nte yalonte ma nte ninga momo ke porti no matter who you are nte bukete kumayende kode.
Very good. So amanjara na jump forward. So but Gambia di wala yalonne ila banko ila chamme amara south la Gambia di wala lebudo.
Definitely.
We will continue to sensitize our people.
Definitely.
I remember Masakunda more for 4 good years.
I know.
I banko divide banko la economy the Gambia the collapse can in the next 5 years muna bina kila Senegal le maranda
everything ni sasa ta Senegal ni sulata super meumang nanyi domoro musol kamenu sa marso to Senegal bimbe te momento Gambia mbadu nga explain mak Gambia be tinya kanyane ni sasa ta ikata Senegal ni sulata super meul ma ni vegetables and other stuff sol Senegal bimbe te momento science Senegal la kan supply courant la ninni kuyata lolu Gambia bebe dibilare ndolla fishing industry science ko tulo mantara Gambia ndolla kolongo jatale bar Senegal la tulo sanga mar membe nakirin Gambia la just na nitema just one line fonteje wolbe tulo sinkang e control ta jatale adama baro kono membe babulu Senegal ala aka bank account ama declare I cannot membe sam Senegal hani kilentija I men declare with the IC yet IC abula I nominator adama baro motol menu be nati iko menu be bill of landing bele nga read hani usenu dabo fanga ya fon womotol men be alon ko adama barole be ordinance for NPP ama declare as his property and ama declare as NPP's property. IEC abula tambita.
Very well.
Manta kumo fola because ndolla talenga adama bute very fairly. Anu inshallah humbe adama bute la fay senea ala ñu kulubalol be bute la ñolale.
I have no reasonable doubt ko Gambia adama baro masakunda be boy kana be plan men be ki kam molbi a be fail kana one by one ye men be tabi ko jikita ko wala nyanta kala be fail kana day by day so wala men to je wala nyindiko ka confusion on the UDP ni or political party so nyente ma pro wala kana UDP la leader ni endorse
yeah man nanyomin ko kon kana fo PPP fatal hani de PPP wobe baluri no tuma njaay ñol la faction PPP wobe jele IEC le may allow doro but OJ Jallo PPP may lead wo fatala ba is buried mbe won mbe wala la ko mo la tije ila molle they don't have bureaus in every region fatala they are dead and PPP is one of the richest parties in the Gambia niaje ke ba Jallo samana niaje OJ Manson PPP e kana bulo kono PPP la assessol men be Gambia wo ko konti ibe men ko to wala mu yede a ko de fo en kebarol be kilin fa la lon ko kebarol ya fon to fanenne to fana mu PPP di wala anu to man dara PPP de but we will be watching PPP had one property nalia wafi we will come after you
exactly so nyemu wala yala wala be party ni use can the police survive yala yabe
of course
nyembe survival of the case you know ika party ni na brand ni use to survive ila personal interest ka use wala
I know
bankola interest moment buka use wala niaje ala baro no the same thing you know
maka baraka bake baraka almost 2 hours maka baraka bake thank you very much thank you badin Gambian kolu comme nga fale nyam ben dron bi man na wo me bala bedanale janne bi because time o man trambul parensi même fono Gambia dingul be du kare momo ni voters card le be bulu kana wafi. It doesn't matter. Hani ya fay Adama Barrow fa wala fisata yela voters card wafi. Because ni yela voters card wafi. Iba regret la lumen woman jamfa. Iba regret la lumen woman jamfa. Gambia bi courant be Gambia ate dunia dulato. Tal nyantal hakilo tula baki. Ngal tentu ngal jay ali ala wato men beta kallamay. Andong albadi malam wati like always Bamba Sereny Mas Kadim Rasul. Salamullahi alaikum wa sallam tasliman kasira.
Anata ponye na likata lisikoto Tonya jawara jata kudompungo ye bongo ndote Inindalanya le kamira Hey bujalo inindalanya le kamira Jalo Laikareu le mandol merumbala Jalandembo kenyi mabesaso Anata ponye nalikata lisikonye Tonya jawara jata kudompungo ye bongo ndote Inindalanya le kamira Iko ibu jalo inindalanya le kamira Laikareu le mandol merumbala Jalandembo kenyi mabesaso Anata ponye nalikata lisikonye Tonya jawara jata kudompungo ye bongo
Yo badi wala la baraka bake mbedana le janne ale nyin dendi ko menjeteng nyin anete mun ku malu fana mbesilo kanne minale momo be UK anem France ani Europe nimbita pour kata papa Usenu ka inaugurate mbebe nyim pare si fale kala abembo kala nete mun kolati nafa nete mun ko ala baraka bake assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah